Hi all, I'd like to go over with you today a very interesting gambit which sets up a trap, and this could be good for bullet chess in particular, I believe. The gambit has been popularized by other YouTubers like the chess website, International Master Eric Rosen and others. I think Eric Rosen in particular though did maximize its popularity, so I thought I'd do an independent analysis, and it's actually started from Lowen's against Stafford. There's actually a player called Stafford. So this was a correspondence game in 1950, which started with e4, e5, knight f3, knight f6. You might think nothing exciting happens from the Petrov's defense, surely, or the Russian game. This is a very, very boring opening. Well, after knight takes e5, there's Jekyll and Hyde going on, because as black, you play now knight c6. Yeah, knight c6. On d6, by the way, white has an interesting gambit of their own. Knight takes f7. That's another story. But you want to be the gambiter, and knight c6 is interesting. So you're gambiting a pawn after knight takes d takes. Is this a load of rubbish, or is there something to it? Well, the thing is, there's an x-ray on the queen. There's a semi-open file, and I feel when there are semi-open files from gambits, especially on the faster time controls, that spells out danger. You know, the opponent has to play sometimes more accurately. So what could possibly go wrong here for white, though? Well, white here in this game played e5, and Stafford actually casually played knight e4. And white thought, what on earth is going on here? Well, why can't I just kick this knight back? A general rule is, you know, if a knight's on the fifth rank, just kick it away before anything nasty happens. So white naturally played d3. But guess what black now plays, if I give you 5 seconds to pause the video, which is a shocker. But a good lesson to be aware, you know, of the pitfalls of semi-open files. Okay, 5 seconds. What does black play? 5 seconds to pause the video. Spend as long as you want. Black actually plays bishop c5, and the game actually ended here. White realized he's actually completely busted. Yeah, a 6-move win played in 1950, apparently in correspondence. And by the way, if you wanted to play correspondence, check out chessbold.net and invite me for a game 5 days a move. Okay, so yeah, bishop c5, correspondence game. White resigned. So what on earth? If d takes e4, what's the key point? Well, the x-ray is now in reality a useful resource. After bishop takes f2, we're trying to win that queen. And here, if king e2, otherwise, yeah, if king takes, we just take the queen. There's no check or anything. So yeah, very, very naughty stuff. There's no checks. We've got a pawn on c6. So the king goes to e2, you know, as an example. And bishop g4 is nasty, really nasty. If we look at this again, this main line, yeah, bishop c5. The thing is also, bishop e3 is hopeless, because the bishop takes, and we'd have the same thing if d takes. We'd have a repeat of bishop takes f2. And the other snag here is, if f takes, guess what black plays here, if I give you 5 seconds to pause the video. Okay, queen h4 check. Yeah, after g3, knight takes g3. This is a classic winning material. Yeah, so it is pretty diabolical. White did have time to think about this, why it's so bad. It's absolutely diabolical. On d4, you know what the best move for black is in this position? If I give you 5 seconds, can you guess? Actually, knight takes f4. Again, we've got this recurring thing of trying to win the queen above all else. Bishop takes d4 check. And if here, bishop f2, we're back winning the queen. And if the king, you know, had ventured out, then bishop takes e5 check. Bishop takes, and there's nothing protecting the queen still. So all in all, pretty nasty. Yeah, bishop c5. You don't really want this position with white, for sure. Very, very nasty stuff. So starting from a completely, what seems to be a boring opening, it's Jekyll and Hyde, as if you're pretending to play a very boring, solid game, but then you spring up knight c6, and you've got this potentially deadly x-ray. And you might think, well, okay, e5 is not forced, right? d3, are there any traps here after d3? Bishop c5, and white again has to be a little bit cautious. So, for example, here is one. Bishop g5 isn't the best. Guess what black can play in this position? I mean, it looks logical maybe to pin that pesky knight. But guess what black plays here if I give you 5 seconds to pause the video. Okay, knight takes e4, backfiring against the pinner. Bishop takes f2 check. And I know it's ridiculous, but bishop g4 is checkmate. So bishop g5 is not ending well. Knight c3 is also not entirely great either. Guess what black plays here? Okay, knight g4. Yeah, white should really defend against this knight g4. This position after knight takes e3, you know, black's doing well there. So white should really follow up. If d3, white should really follow up here with bishop e2. That's an ideal choice. And then you're in trouble. You're on your own. But actually, it's not completely busted. If it was a bullet game, you know, queen d6, as an example, h5, you can still play for a checkmate. Yeah, they might not spot this in the bullet game. Okay, you want the active rook if they take. But here, yeah, white's doing well. Yeah, I mean, that's the price you pay for a cheap gambit trap. Yeah, it is fundamentally, if white knows what they're doing, this isn't that good. This isn't that good. This is actually a disaster for black. You know, after b4, black's going to be in big trouble. But anyway, it might be worth a punt on the faster time controls, especially bullet chess, because it starts off, as I say, in a boring way, and then you spring this knight c6. So it's definitely one I'd like to try out more if given the opportunity. So it looks like, you know, it could just be kicked away, but yeah, it's a lovely backfire, you know, bishop c5. So that's the crux of it. This bishop c5. Very naughty, isn't it? By the way, I've done an experimental thumbnail for my Russian friend's artist, and if you like it, please let me know in the comments. Maybe we can use that template for other videos to spice up the thumbnails a bit on the channel. And I've also set up a central course page, which you might want to check out. Is my increasing portfolio of courses. I thought I'd better centralize where the courses are with the discounts. So you just need to visit Kingscrusher TV / chess courses, and there's links with the discount codes if you follow any of those links from there. So I hope you like that as well. Okay, so please let me know what you think of this. Maybe you can try it out a bullet. If you do win with it, please post your game in the comments. Maybe some of you do play bullet chess or faster time controls, so check this out. So increasing the the popularity maybe of this naughty but nice gambit. Okay. Thanks very much.